Love's in the air, everywhere. Oh, for me? Well, oh, you shouldn't have. I think we can all agree that a bottle of Prosecco is at its best when shared with nobody at all. You're watching A Recipe for Nightmares, exploring the Vincent Price cookbook with your host, John McNee. There's a bit of a romantic theme to today's episode. You probably couldn't tell. As it's Valentine's Day, I thought I'd treat you to something a little bit special. And after all, it's not like I had any other plans. At all. Vincent Price, known the world over as an icon of horror. As an actor, he didn't get the chance to play too many romantic leads, but the man himself, now, there was another story. All one need do is take a look through his famous cookbook, A Treasury of Great Recipes, and you'll find all the evidence you could wish for. For example, there's today's recipe, Coeur à la Creme. Or, for those with a cold, Coeur à la Creme. Truly the language of love. We require cottage cheese, cream, confectioner's sugar or icing sugar, eggs, vanilla extract, and fresh berries. This is gonna play merry hell with the continuity. To us. Step 1 is to strain a pound of cottage cheese through a sieve. Nothing says romance like straining cottage cheese. I'm using Polish cottage cheese because it was the only one I could find at the supermarket that was full fat. Don't give me none of your half fat, low fat, no fat cottage cheese. What do I look like to you, some kind of jackass? So now we've got our pound of strained cottage cheese. We want to add to it 3 tablespoons of confectioner's sugar, 2, 3, and approximately half a teaspoon of vanilla extract. Now in another bowl we want to take 1 cup of heavy cream and whip it up. That only took a few seconds and that's already whipped. Add the cream into the cottage cheese. There you are, you see. And mix it up till it's smooth and blended. I'm gonna keep using the whisk, I think. Ah! Well, that's knackered that, hasn't it? I just don't know my own strength, ladies. I just don't know my own strength. Stand back, everyone. Smooth. Well blended. Let's say yes. For this next trick, I'm gonna need 3 egg whites. You should have seen the look the girl in Tesco gave me when I bought this and a bottle of Prosecco. Like, oh, someone's got a big evening planned. Boy, would she be surprised. I'm now gonna separate some eggs. Please leave me alone, I require total concentration. Whoa. It's like they know. It's like they know you're trying to separate them, so they just try to be as awkward as possible about it. There we go, 3 egg whites. That was definitely the toughest part of this challenge yet. So we want these stiffly beaten. See, and this is how you can tell that it's ready, because you got the big eyes and the big smile. And everything says, you're not really alone. Fold your egg whites into the cottage cheese mixture. If I had anyone else here to operate the camera, I would show you how to fold, but it's best that I don't because I'm not sure I know how. That looks fairly well blended to me, but I have had half a bottle of Prosecco, so who am I to say? Now, the next step in the book, we're up to step 4 now. It says line heart-shaped wicker baskets with squares of cheesecloth wrung out in cold water. All right, yeah. All right, hold on. What he's talking about are heart-shaped molds like these. Common in every household. We're going to line them with little squares of cheesecloth. So I'm wringing out my cheesecloth on Valentine's Day. We want to line our little molds and spoon in the cheese mixture. That's not going to work. Just push it in there and fold the cheesecloth over like a little veil, like it's a little bride, and repeat until you have however many molds you have. As you can see, I've only got 4, and I don't want all of this mixture to go to waste, so I've got this as well to make a kind of brick. Truly the handiwork of a master in his art. The joy of this is you can just slap it in. So there we have our 4 hearts and our 1 brick, and we're going to place these in the fridge overnight. Okay, let's wrap this up. Our baskets have been in the fridge overnight, and this is how they're looking, with a good amount of ooze. Regarding presentation, Vincent Price says, you can unmold the hearts on dessert plates or serve the Coeur à la Creme in their baskets and let your guests unmold their own. I don't think we'll be doing that. Go on, you do it. So instead, I'm going to be doing the unmolding. We have 4 baskets, but there's only 1 of me, so we only need 1 to work. And don't forget, if all the hearts turn out rubbish, we still have our brick. Because nothing says I love you quite like a brick of cottage cheese. And now this is a lot like something from a horror film now. Peel back the veil. So it's not perfect, but it's just about good enough, which on Valentine's Day is often the best you can hope for. Today's dish will be paired with a sparkling rosé and the none more romantic Vincent Price horror film, The Abominable Dr. Phibes, where love means never having to say you're ugly.
Within 24 hours, my work will be finished. And then, my precious jewel, I will join you in your setting. We shall be reunited forever in a secluded corner of the great Elysian field of the beautiful beyond.
It's quite sweet, really. Don't forget, today's episode is brought to you by John McNee's Doom Cabaret, my brand new collection of short horror stories published by Sinister Horror Company. Be my Valentine and pick yourself up a copy when it debuts on April 24th. That's all for this episode. Please do like, comment, share, subscribe, and of course join me again next time for another recipe for nightmares. Can I interest anyone in any teas, coffees, after-dinner liqueurs? Cheese brick? Madame?